Alright, so the Gboard app has a lot of features that will assist you and help you improve how you type. Today I'll be covering some of the features. Hopefully you'll find something new. Okay, so I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video. It will take you to the Play Store. From there you can install the app if you don't have it already on your device. Okay, so the first feature I'll be talking about is something new. You may already know that if you enable this option, the keyboard will show you some symbols. And to use them, you'll have to long press the button. But if you enable this flick keys to enter symbols button, to enter a symbol, you won't have to long press anymore. You can just swipe down the button to enter it. It also works with numbers. You can still long press the buttons if you want, but from my experience, swiping down is a lot faster. As I mentioned earlier, this feature is new, but I think it needs some improvements, because if you have glide typing enabled, like glide typing is when you swipe on your keyboard to type. If you have it enabled, sometimes it conflicts with this new feature. So maybe if you're trying to swipe down to enter a symbol, you may end up entering a word or a phrase. So instead of helping you type faster, you end up making mistakes and need to delete and start over again. So yeah, overall I believe it is a good feature where you get the hang of it, but it still needs to be improved. Alright, so on iPhones, you can long press the spacebar to move your cursor anywhere on the screen. And while you have the option to do that in Gboard, you can only go left or right. You can't go up or down. But if you really want to go up or down, you should use this feature called text editing. With it, you can move up or down, or even move to the beginning of your text. You can also use this feature to select text to delete or copy. I know it is extra steps just to move your cursor around, but it is much better than tapping because tapping is not always accurate. I wish they would make it like how it is on iPhones, but maybe there's some copyright issues Google is trying to avoid, so yeah, let's not talk about that in this video. But talking about texts, if you select some text, you can tap the shift button to capitalize the whole text. If you tap it again, all the text will be in uppercase letters, and if you tap it again, they will be in lowercase letters. I don't normally use this feature, but who knows, someone may need it. Alright, so the next feature is clipboards. So if you have some text you frequently use, for example, let's say your email, your username, or maybe your phone number, whatever it is, you can save it to the clipboard in the Gboard app. Just open the clipboard option, press this pencil icon, and start entering your frequent texts. After saving, you can enter it anytime you want without having to type everything again. This clipboard option also works with screenshots. After you take a screenshot, you'll see it in your clipboard section, so just tap on it to paste it in chats. Another feature you get from Gboard that is similar to the clipboard's feature is the dictionary. No, you are not using it to define words. The dictionary is actually used for creating shortcuts to your frequently used words or texts. Let's use the email example I talked about earlier. So, in the dictionary option, tap Personal Dictionary and tap the language you use. Next, press the plus button and enter the email. And finally, you need to create the shortcut for your email. So let's say EM. It's not case sensitive. There is no save button, so just go back. And while typing, just enter your shortcut and you'll see your email in the suggested section. Tap it to enter it. It's that easy. Now you may be wondering, or maybe you're not, but think about this. Why use the clipboard option if you have this dictionary shortcut option? For me, I'll say it's about remembering your shortcuts. If you can remember all the shortcuts to all your frequently used text, then fine, you should go ahead and use this dictionary option, because I think it's even safer. No one will just take your phone and go into your keyboard settings to see all your text shortcuts. But if you use the clipboard option, it's a lot accessible compared to the dictionary option. So if you can remember all your shortcuts, then fine, go for the dictionary option. But if you can't, like me, my memory is bad, then just stick with the clipboard option. I don't even think there's a limit to the number of shortcuts you can create using the dictionary, because if there is, I haven't reached it yet. And just so you know, you can also export your shortcuts so you can use them on other devices. If you're liking this video so far, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, because I'd like to increase the number of subscribers I have. And talking about numbers, you probably already know that you can add a number row to the top of the keyboard. But honestly, I don't really enjoy using it, especially if I'm typing a lot of numbers. But if you tap the number button down here, and then this button close to the space bar, you'll get this dialer-like number layout. For me, it's a lot easier to type numbers using this layout. In most cases, if you type in horizontal mode, the keyboard takes up like half your screen. If you find this annoying, like I do, just enable floating mode. This way you can use one finger if you want to type with one finger, and if you want you can also adjust the size of the keyboard using any of the corners. And if you ever want to switch back to horizontal full screen mode for some reason, all you need to do is just swipe down on the keyboard to bring it down. Okay, so now I'll be going over a couple of settings. These settings will help you improve how you use the Gboard app, like overall. Okay, so if you want to stop seeing the keys pop while you type, head over to settings by long pressing the comma key, tap preferences, scroll all the way to the bottom and disable key pop-up. From here you can also disable the sound the keyboard makes while you type, and if you want to enable the number row, you just need to scroll all the way to the top and then enable the number row. If you go to the glide typing section, you'll see some options. I'll be showing you what all the options do. So if you enable the first option, you'll be able to type by swiping your keyboard. The second option shows you the path your finger follows. The third option allows you to delete multiple texts by swiping to the left on the delete key. To do this correctly, you have to put your cursor where you want to start deleting from. If you enable the fourth option, then you'll be able to use your spacebar to move your cursor to the left or right. I've already talked about that earlier. And yeah, that's basically all I can talk about in this video. Gboard has been my go-to keyboard for a long time and it's my favorite keyboard, but I'll be trying out SwiftKey by Microsoft, and maybe after a few days using it, I'll be telling you guys my favorite features about it and maybe the ones I don't like so much. But with that said, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Give it a like. Take care and bye bye.